Hi, I'm Charlie. You're on Anarchy Acres. Welcome to the farm. Spring, and where it's gone, what's going on here. Anarchy Acres is located in southeast Wisconsin, North America, and we're having an amazing, wonderful, not really all positive experience with the weather right now and ongoing. Now it's at the end of May today, May 30th, and we've had about 17, almost 18 inches of rain now with the overnight half inch that we got. And we're supposed to have about 12 or 12 and a half inches by this time of the year. So we're running 5.5, 6 inches ahead of where we should be. Now that would be fine if it was just 2019. However, 2018 was the wettest year on record for this area and for most of North America. Also, the last 4 years running have been the wettest 4 years running that we know of in recorded weather history. So things are piling up and challenge is getting upon challenge. Now what happens when it rains year after year? Well, you get behind. My fields should have been plowed last year. I couldn't plow because it wouldn't stop raining last year. I would have liked to plow them in March of this year, but it never dried up in March. Yes, it is wet in the spring, but usually there's a dry period when I can get in and plow if I have to and get the fields ready. But with this extra 5 or 6 inches of rain here in the spring of 2019, that's not happening. So what happens when you can't work soil at the right time year after year? Well, more weeds become seeds. Weeds grow into flowers, the flowers become seeds, and those seeds get into your soil. So there's a seed bank of weeds in my soil, and it's really hard to get ahead of things. Also, the longer the soil stays cold and wet because of the continuing rain, the more difficult it is to get ahead of the situation in the first place. You'd like to go through with your cultivator and your hoe and keep working the soil to get ahead of those weeds, and you just can't do that. Wet soil is cold soil. Cold soil doesn't grow things well. Now, potatoes, I planted potatoes in March. Basically, I haven't planted potatoes yet this year. I put a little bit in the high spots, but most of it has yet to go in. So 2.5 months, maybe even 3 months late on just one crop. Corn, beans, the other thing are similarly affected. We're gonna have a short summer this year and we have to adapt. So what are we gonna do? Well, we're gonna get out there. It's gonna dry up at some point and there will be a summer, and we're gonna use short season varieties. We use a lot of flint corn here on the farm, and flint corn actually is a very quick growing crop, and that'll be just fine. It's gonna be planted late, but we'll be okay. It's gonna be harder work, but we're gonna meet this challenge and get on through. I always say farming, it's the challenge. If you really want a challenge, people do things. I know they run marathons, they climb Mount Everest, and I hear those are fun, interesting things to do. I haven't done them yet. If you really want a challenge, you should get yourself a small farm and try to live off of it, because when you throw in the hard work that already exists in that kind of situation, plus weather and climate and the changing weather and climate that we're dealing with right now, then you've got yourself a real challenge. So I encourage you, whatever part of the world that you're in, do something to participate in your food system. I think everyone benefits when you're part of the food system. That could be a flower pot, or it could be a 10-acre farm, but something to get involved in the food system and be responsible for your own food, at least in a small way, is a big help. What can you do to help me? Visit anarchyacres.com and participate. Anarchy Acres is devoted to recreating 19th century wheat, and you can help me out by purchasing some of the wheat or flour products that are already for sale at anarchyacres.com. If you want to inspire the next generation, get our Team Anarchy series for children books. They are for sale on the website. If you want to learn a little bit more and get inspired in your kitchen, get Kitchen Chaos. That's our cookbook. And also you can visit the blog and see what's going on, learn about the future, and learn about how I'm trying to recreate the future with 19th century wheat here on anarchyacres.com. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and see you back here soon.